started to raise alarm with the captain on the boat. This is from passengers we spoke with just a few minutes ago. And moments later, this boat crashed into the ferry and then drove away and left the scene of the crash. When this moment of impact happened, passengers on board say that many people fell over, people were injured. We know at least 42 people were on board, 6 people had traumatic injuries, and we know 2 people were flown to Bayfront Hospital, Bayfront Health, for their injuries. We're still working to learn more information about the victims and the extent of their injuries.
6 feet.
But once again, I can tell you that at least 6 people reported having traumatic injuries, and 2 people were flown to Bayfront Health Hospital. Once again, this crash happened around 8:40 here near Memorial Causeway in Clearwater, involving the Clearwater Ferry. Several emergency crews, fire trucks, ambulances.
That's what I don't understand. How
since then,
how another boat would hit the ferry and then just
to safety,
right off like nothing.
Medical treatment, but the passengers that I spoke with were very shaken up. Said this was a very, a lot of people were, concerned and scared when this crash happened. So right now they're working to get people treated at the hospital. And as far as the cause of this crash, that is still under investigation. Crews are still working to learn more information about how this happened. But we do know that they were told that they are looking for that boat that was involved.
They're looking for it, you see?
This crash. And that's the latest information that we have right now, but feel free to ask me any questions you guys might have.
Yeah, Jordan, and they're calling this a mass casualty event here, and as you indicated, they have airlifted some people to Bayfront for the trauma center there. You mentioned that it was a boat coming toward them, and you also mentioned that we may not have an idea of where that boat coming toward the ferry went after that. Are they in search for that boat now? Do they think that that boat was trying to hit the ferry, or do we know?
Yeah, it's not clear what was happening, but people on the boat at least did see this boat coming towards this boat, and it was clear that this was a concern, that this was a danger. So they had somewhat of a warning that this boat, they could see it, coming straight towards them. They are still looking for this boat. I just spoke with the PIO with Clearwater Fire and Police. There is some indication that they may have found this boat. They're not able to confirm that just yet. And as far as determining this as a mass casualty event, they can't confirm yet if there has been at least casualties in this situation. That's information we should learn, sometime here in the next hour. But we did ask, was anyone killed? And they say they can't confirm that at this time. So that's the very latest information that we have.
Yeah, we do know we have some serious injuries, and we're waiting to see if anyone has passed away because of this apparent accident involving the ferry there in the area of Memorial Causeway, which connects Clearwater mainland with Clearwater Beach. Jordan Bowen, I know you're going to stay on it here, collect more information as we continue to follow this developing story. Jordan, thanks. In other news tonight, authorities in Vancouver say they have ruled out terrorism in a car ramming attack. This happened last night at a Filipino heritage festival.
Okay, I guess this is like live at the scene. It only works through the app, so I had to kind of do a little MacGyvering to get this live feed. I don't know if that's even a word, MacGyvering. So word is some other vehicle hit it. Boat. Another boat supposedly hit this ferry. People on the ground were saying that like it hit from behind and took off. I would think, definitely not an expert at all.
Hey Rob, we're ready for you in the same spot whenever you are.
But I would think there'd be like major damage. How the hell do you collide with the boat and then just take off? F that, And then if it did,
oh really?
Let's say if another boat did hit this ferry, right? Imagine these people now. They're probably watching on their phones or whatever, like checking for updates. They're sweating bullets. Like, oh shit! I don't know how you could have a conscience like. There potentially be dead people, all these people injured, and you're just gonna be. Maybe you're just afraid. Maybe they're afraid. You're like, oh shit! Like, what the hell? Like. Sam Fisher, thank you, man. My favorite headphones. I love them. Damn, Hannah says, oh, I can put the scanner back on since they're not really talking much. Scanner feed text for the event says multiple red tag victims and says ferry hit bridge. Well, they're saying it was another boat. don't know. I guess we'll see, because it went from hitting a sandbar to hitting a boat.
Hey, I got the interview on my passenger.
Oh, one confirmed dead.
I'm going to.
Wow. I can I can put on the scanner audio in the meantime.
Yeah.
In a minute. It's...
Okay. Okay. Second. All right. Oh.
Do you want to set up, or is that?
Oh, they're gonna talk about it right now.
You want to get in the middle?
I mean, you can stand there.
Well, let's wait then. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Can't see because of the bright lights, but I'll try to
Follow. Just think.
I'll look at the 6'2" guy. Not really. No.
We just didn't get with him yet.
Yeah, we really zoomed in.
First thing, can you just say?
Yep. Rob, R-O-B, Shaw, S-H-A-W, spokesman for Clearwater Police and Clearwater Fire and Rescue.
Wonderful. Just to start things off, can you kind of just do everything that's happened?
Right. About 8:40 this evening, we started getting phone calls about a boat crash that occurred here, right behind where we're located, off of the Memorial Causeway Bridge. It involved the Clearwater Ferry, which had more than 40 people on board. Due to the number of people and the number of injuries, the Clearwater Fire and Rescue Department declared it a mass casualty incident and started alerting all the local hospitals. We ended up having 6 trauma alerts with 2 people flown to the hospital because of the severity of their injuries. The good news is now we know that we don't have any people unaccounted for. We've been able to search the waters. We have everybody
good.
off the boat. We don't know yet how many people had minor injuries, but we do know the number of injuries that I said before.
What do we know about the cause as far as just making this happen?
It was a boat collision. So we had another boat which ran into the ferry and then fled the scene. Think of it like a hit and run, but on the water.
Wow.
We do believe that other law enforcement partners in the area may have that boat right now. That's the preliminary information that we have. We're also asking anybody that has any information on this incident or has video of this incident to contact us.
All right. I gotta go edit that video of the passenger, so we're good. You don't need to worry about things.
It's just a matter of reaching out to the public right now, trying to find out anything you can about it.
That would be accurate, I think. And, the biggest thing when we got here was getting the number of people who needed medical help, because you had quite a scene. You had probably 40 or more people who needed to get off that boat, who needed to get, out of the water. The boat came to rest on a sandbar, so some of those who weren't injured were able to walk ashore, but we had to... the firefighters had to go into the water and help some people. There were also Good Samaritans who were picking up people and taking them in their boats. So you had a very kind of chaotic scene. And the one thing we're trying to do now is call all the local hospitals and make sure that all of the names that they have match the names on the manifesto for the boat.
For a ferry that's carrying 40 plus people, for another boat to hit it at, I'm guessing the ferry's pretty big. It's got to be going pretty fast.
Right. It's a double pontoon boat, which doesn't go very fast. So I'm not sure about the other boat and what it was doing, but that's part of the what the Coast Guard and FWC will find out. They will be handling the actual accident investigation.
I mean, how important is it to just watch where you're going at all times on the water? It's not a not a fun and games out there.
No, it's just like being on the road. You pay attention to what you're doing. And certainly if you've been in an accident, a crash, you stop. You render aid. You don't take off and flee the scene.
So the people who are going to see all this tonight, what do you want them to take away, and what do you want them to know about what happened?
Just a sense of responsibility that if you're in a crash, you stay there, you render aid, you help people, you don't run away. That's the biggest thing. And also just, our thoughts are with the passengers that were on the ferry and their family members, those who were injured, and we're thinking of them. And we were just glad that that we were able to combine with a lot of other agencies from this area to bring help to them.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, that'll do it.
What kind of damage is there to the boat?
I don't know the answer to that. It's very dark, and the boat is just a little bit offshore, so it's not like we have easy access to be able to see that.
Rob, thank you.
Okay. All right. If you need something else, I'll be around for a while.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to be here for a bit, just following up.
I'm trying not to trip.
Weird. So there's another boat involved. Might be caught. They might have caught the boat, or at least found the boat. I don't know if they found the people. Oh, and a double pontoon. it's not like this huge ass ferry. I thought it was like a huge ferry. This thing, it's like a little, it's like a mini ferry or something. Double pontoon. Let me see if I can show you better. Something like that. You know, something like that or whatever. I thought it was like this huge, I don't know, you know what I mean? And it's a slow moving type of boat, he said. Pontoon. Head. That's crazy, man. I just can't imagine these people that hit this ferry pontoon took off, but now they're watching all the news and the media. Maybe they're watching from a distance. Maybe they're having a drink. I don't know. Maybe they're just thinking to themselves, "Oh, ished," you know. Yeah, whoever did this is gonna be in for some serious charges, I would think. True that, MJ. Oh, they come in different sizes? Okay, okay. Where they're all coming from some event. Sunday night, Florida waters. You know, people are probably drinking. Yeah. Probably drinking. Makes you think of the Murdoch boat accident. Let's see if I find any other. Oh, here's okay. So some people were asking. Thank you, KKW. Thank you for tagging me on this. Some people were asking what the boat looks like. This is right here, Clearwater Ferry. That's what the boat looks like right there. Kind of like the scene. But I thought it was 2 levels. I guess it's just 1 level. That's it right there. It was like a ragtag ferry. I guess, yeah, it's like a very casual type of thing. Barely has tarps on top. Things like falling apart. Let me see. Clearwater Ferry. All right, y'all, get on for this ride. A ragtag. T-move. Yeah, they're saying hit and run. One level on double pontoons. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, and here's another picture from the scene. Maybe I have to download it. I don't know. Kind of tough because I have the screen all weird. Let me switch it up for a second just to show you guys. Yeah, so it's 1 level. Slow moving, casual little ferry, you know. Ocean Gate type of shit. Ocean Gate ferry. Imagine that shit. Ocean Gate got ferries. Like, well, I guess they kind of did, but not this type. Really? Boston says, my dad had a speedboat. You'd be surprised how many hit and runs happen on the water, especially in busy areas. Ah. So I'm curious to see what's going to be these other people's story if they catch them. If they have a story. Mental health? Self-defense? Or it could just be drunken accident. Could be that simple.
We'll probably leave after.
Okay, update new footage from the MCI Clearwater, Florida. Oh, this is the video we were just watching. Okay. We saw that.
Probably coming faster, either a jet ski or a boat. I would think it's a boat. I don't think a jet ski can move this ferry. Imagine the weight of 40, 50 people plus the weight of the ferry. It wouldn't have moved it. It had to be a boat. It had to be a medium-sized low, at the very low, the lowest tide. There were about 40 to 50 people aboard. Probably coming from the Sugar Sand Festival in Clearwater Beach. So they got a bunch of police cars everywhere. They got ambulance. 2 helicopters already came to pick up some people. There is a Starlight Majesty coming back from the Vineyard Cruise, but this is the ferry. Very low, the lowest tide. There were about 40 to 50 people aboard. Probably coming from the Sugar Sand Festival in Clearwater Beach. So they got a bunch of police cars everywhere. They got ambulance. 2 helicopters already came to pick up some people.
Case, what's up? Shout out. Trying to find you in the sea of the chat.
There is a Starlight Majesty coming back from the Vineyard Cruise, but this is the ferry. Very low.
Okay, so that was that.
Probably coming faster, either a jet ski or a boat. I would think it's a boat. I don't think a jet ski can move this ferry. Imagine the weight of 40, 50 people plus the weight of the ferry.
Speed, man.
It wouldn't have moved it. It had to be a boat. It had to be a medium-sized boat.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So I guess it's just this huge scene. Who knows how many hours are going to be out there. There's people that were taken to trauma. There's people with minor injuries too. crazy. So hopefully they find out who did this. The people that had just dipped out and left. Maybe they're gonna have some type of excuse. You know, maybe they're gonna say the boat lost control or somebody had a medical. They're gonna come up with something probably. Anything. Boat lost control. I struggle from an anxiety. Whatever. Anything.
Can you dial me in?
I got scared.
Okay, I'll dial myself in.
Something. You guys are crazy, man. A lot of people injured. We don't know exactly what number, but a lot of people. Let me see if I can find anything. Let me browse a little bit online. They're probably going to be out there for hours, though, like police investigating. Oh, I can put the scanner on too. Let me put the scanner on for a bit. See.
Fireboat 60, go ahead. Yes, sir, we're back at our marina. You're back at marina. Copy that. Thank you very much for your help.
Rescue 47, first impression.
Mr. Rescue 47, first impression.
This lady says there was children on the ferry.
Did you guys see any American Red Cross?
Maybe it's quieting down. For all those that are watching the ferry accident, here's my photos from the scene. They're saying that another boat struck the ferry. All right, let's take a look at the pictures. Post this up. EB Media. Wow. There's the ferry right there. Hey, so it wasn't like really deep water. Somebody hits it earlier. I forgot the depths around there, but I mean, it's you know, the hit was a strong hit and abruptly throwing everybody into the water. Crazy, man. Anything could happen, man. You could be anywhere with your family, just trying to spend some time, have a good time, be at a whatever event. You know, at this time of night, I'd be home at this time. Well, you know, school night, kind of. Kids go to school tomorrow. But they were at this event, you know, Sunday night. Man, when they track and find those other people, I really wonder what they're going to have to say. I think it's going to be some kind of excuse. Unless they own up to it. But I think there's somebody's going to come up with some type of whatever. Maybe say it was a medical condition. Oh, the feed stopped, looks like.
But then there are a host of other possibilities.
All the way down south into Mayaca City, likely along and just east of I-75. Your rain chances for the next few days not looking very high once we do get past Monday. We don't get much higher than 30% on Tuesday, with a lot of that rain along the immediate coastline. Highs stay in the upper 80s and low 90s for the rest of the 7-day. Lloyd?
All right, Nash, thanks very much for a live report on the mass casualty boat crash in Clearwater. That came up on the 11 o'clock news here on Fox 13 right after the break. Stay tuned.
All right, they're going to take a little break.
There's a reason the Flappy Flaley and...
All right. Let me see if there's anything else. If not, we'll just update in the morning because they're going to be out there all night. Let me just do another scan. I haven't heard of deaths. I mean, one person had said they maybe heard of a death, but I haven't heard of any confirmed deaths, just mass casualties. There could be deaths. I don't know. There's people that were taken to trauma, you know, so that's going to be a big deal to find out as well. And they had mentioned like they maybe found the boat. I don't know if they found the people, but they found the boat, and this is in Clearwater, Florida, which is right in Tampa. By Tampa. A boat accident.
Engine 32 location.
Yeah, the radio's definitely calmed down a lot more because
Engine 32 with Houston.
it was crazy before the chatter. Now let me see how many people are listening to it. Oh, it's 3,000. 5,000 left. I mean, they had 5,000 earlier, but now it's down to 3,000 on the scanner. It's gotten a lot quieter. So we'll have to definitely check on it maybe tomorrow morning. There was a gator they found the other day, I think, with the whole body in the mouth. In Florida. That's another one they tell you, oh, it's rare, you don't have to worry. There was something I thought I saw a video on these are from 2024. Don't worry, it's rare. You don't have to worry about it. This was April. Well, they posted this April 4th. I don't know if this is an old video. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is from 2023, though. Never mind.
The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission says on Friday they received reports of a body found in a creek. Officials have now identified the victim as 41-year-old Sabrina Peckham. A witness who made the horrific discovery says a gator was seen in the water with a body in its mouth. The FWC has not confirmed how the woman was killed, but says a 13-foot gator was removed from the water. An investigation into the victim's death is underway. Florida deputies are investigating a fatal alligator attack.
It's crazy. All right, yeah, I think we'll call it a night because it's late. Murky said death was set on scanner when we were listening earlier. Oh, boy. Well, they mentioned one fatality. Okay. So we'll double check in the morning.
Sorry, Bravo, engine 33, outside fire, as part of gateway, 5521,
Coast Guard confirms one dead.
North, 4388, engine 33, fire Bravo.
raised alarm with the captain. They said she was screaming, very, very emotions, concerned that this boat was going to hit the ferry. Moments later, the boat made impact, crashed into the ferry. At that point, passengers said many people fell over, people were injured. Once again, 42 people were on board. 6 people reported having traumatic injuries. 2 people were flown to Bayfront Health via helicopter from a Seminole boat ramp after this crash happened. As far as the vessel involved, the recreational boat, we're told that right after the crash, the boat fled the scene and, left the area. We're told that, according to Rob Shaw, the PIO with the Clearwater Police and Fire, he says that preliminary indications show that law enforcement has found this boat, it appears. And so in terms of, the people on board this boat, we're still working to confirm information about that. But last we heard they were searching for the boat, and preliminary reports indicate that the boat may have been found by police. As far as what caused this crash, that is still under investigation. We can tell you, though, that everyone has been accounted for. And like you mentioned at the top of the report, they are reporting this as a mass casualty incident. We did ask, were any lives lost in this incident? They said they cannot confirm that at this time. So as soon as we learn more information, we'll be sure to bring that to you guys. But that is the very latest right now here in Clearwater. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, no official confirmation of any fatalities, although they were told there were several serious injuries. As you indicated, they were flown to Bayfront, the trauma center, via helicopter. And the issue of this boat that supposedly hit the ferry, I'm understanding that they have located the boat, but perhaps not the operator of that vessel. Is that your understanding at this point?
Yeah, when we spoke to Rob Shaw, he says that preliminary reports indicate that law enforcement may have located this boat. In terms of the people on board, he did not have anything to say about that. But in terms of just locating the physical boat itself, it sounds like that has been done.
All right. Jordan Bowen, I see this is developing. I know you're working the scene there, trying to get us some additional details. We'll continue to follow it. Jordan Bowen reporting live for us tonight from Clearwater Beach. Thanks. We go to Tallahassee now, where Florida State University is planning to reopen its student center tomorrow, according to the university.
Let me close that out. It's a little laggy. There was an Illinois State University shooting tonight too. That situation seems to be under control, I guess. There was no, let me see, emergency alert. Bone is closed. Stay away from the university. They were looking for a black male. That was earlier. Shooting at Bone Student Center at the Illinois State University in Bloomington. 1 person struck. Unclear if the shooter has been caught. School says there's no shooter in place. The screen in red below is everything being released. So reporter with CBS. Okay. Yeah, this is from the. So I guess an isolated incident. I don't know if that person's been caught, but now there's as of now, there's a no shelter in place. No shelter in place order for ISU. Okay. Okay. Weird. Guess we'll check on that too tomorrow. Weird stuff going on everywhere. All right, guys. Have a good night, man. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Tonight, I got to be up early in the morning. But after that, I'll be around. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Stay safe, all right? Take care. Peace. Bye. Subscribe.